My mom told me not to talk to strangers on the internet, but I'm glad I didn't listen. We are the Certified Noonas, your sisters in the love of Asian entertainment.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
I'm Jessie.
I'm Natalia.
And I'm Sky.
And it is the last episode of 2022.
Crazy.
What a year.
I don't know where it went, actually.
Nobody does.
The mystery continues, really. So we've done quite a few episodes this year. I think we did good work. Ladies, round of applause. We did it. We did another one. Yes, for a round of applause. What you can't see is us.
We're going
clapping in a
around.
circle. Yeah.
Literally clapping and round.
Literally clapping in circles. So we wanted to do kind of like a chill, fun episode for the end of the year because we already did our top shows. We did our look back for 2022. Now we want to look forward to 2023. I'm gonna try not to write 2022 every time for
I know. It's gonna be hard.
at the beginning for the first 2 months of every year. It's my brain's it's not New Year.
Yeah.
It's fake news. What are you talking about?
I remember it was worse as an elementary school kid because you would have to date all your stuff all the time. It was rough.
Everything.
Yeah. Now a lot of things just are automatically dated, and that's
nice.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So I will say I do all the thumbnails. I put the dates on all the individual thumbnails, and if you see something, no, you didn't. What's all I have to say for the beginning of the year.
If you see something, no, you didn't.
If you see something, if you see the wrong date, keep it to yourself. Okay, I'm doing my best. But yeah, so we wanted to just talk about a few things. Every year, we do our little personal drama watching resolutions. So we're going to do that. We're going to talk about what our resolutions are. We're going to talk about our predictions for the next year. What do we think's coming up in the drama world? But also, what do we wish was coming up in the drama world? Which I think is slightly
See, we
more.
can also talk about music world as well.
That's true. We're
That's true.
opening it up. We're, all chill. Doing just a nice end of the year fun times for y'all to listen to for the Happy New Year, and maybe get revved up for your own drama watching life in 2023. So yeah. Does anyone have any predictions that they think is coming down the pipeline in the Asian entertainment world?
Well, I'm going to give a prediction for myself real quick.
Okay.
Just because Alchemy of Souls is not done yet. It only has 3 weekends? 2?
Okay.
Something? 3. As of recording, I think there's 3 more weekends. I predict it will be my number 1 for 2023, but the reality that it straddles the year is really rude. And the fact that it will have to sit in that number 1 spot the entire year is really difficult.
Will it last?
Right.
Is the question.
Well, they're gonna have
The
to
prediction is
pull
that
out
it
some-
will for me, but it, throughout the year, it's going to be hard to compare everything to that kicked off the year.
Also, Island comes out
right, and that's not
very
True.
soon.
rude. It's just
And I believe
Very
the next
rude.
season of Arstall also comes out next year.
Yes.
So some stiff competition.
yeah. So the fact that I'm
It's gonna be a hard year
that
for
I'm probably
Sky.
going to be picking my number 1 drama early January is very rude. But my prediction is that it will be my number 1 and that it will keep it the entire year.
Okay.
Yeah. It probably helps that in my household, that is what is currently occurring too. I'm actually being able to have conversations with my husband.
You've roped the husband in on this.
Got him.
Earlier today when we were trying to be productive people, he was like, man, I just wish I could sit down and watch more episodes of that show. I'm like, see, he's never said that about an Asian drama before. I'm like, you got it. You hit the one.
Congratulations,
For
we
you.
got it.
Yes.
We got it, guys. We got him. We got him.
Yeah.
I predict that 5th person that Natalia said was part of the Noonas' Sky's husband.
That would actually listen. He's welcome anytime.
I need some male representation.
Yeah.
I guess.
Little,
We could show
push it
him
up around here.
make him watch one episode of like a medical drama and talk about it, he'd probably be fine.
Please, can we do that?
Yes, but it's got like, it has to be like a ludicrous one. Like we
Like
gotta pick.
Give him
Yeah.
Ghost Doctor. How realistic do you think this is? Just like
Listen, we gotta pick the most absurd medical drama.
Oh my gosh, that
Like,
would be the best.
We gotta pick like a Ty Lacorn medical drama, just where nothing is remotely accurate.
Nothing's
to medicine.
plugged in.
Nothing, just chef's kiss.
So good.
Oh, that would actually be a really funny podcast, like forcing people in professions to watch shows about their professions and be like, so
It would
Was
be,
it
it'd be
accurate?
easy if it was actually just a clip, like clips from various countries and stuff. It'd be really interesting. I know that I have shown him a little bit of when I was watching W, because at the time they made it look really techie in the hospital scenes of W for some reason. And so I asked him like about the and it really wasn't the equipment. It was just stuff like there was a hand sanitizer thing near the door. Like it really wasn't that big of a deal. And he's like, yeah, I've never seen something like that. So it was interesting to have that type of discussion.
well, that's fun. Yeah, my husband works in finance. It's never fun to like
Financial show.
be like, ooh,
That's illegal.
what do you think about this investment proposal? Is it accurate?
It would
to
be
real
really
life?
funny because like there are shows that like
I guess.
try to make really intense, like they try and like you could show him that
Isn't
and
there-
see what he thinks about that.
Like he doesn't
Isn't
work
there
in
a
an
recent
intense
one,
part.
or like one coming.
There was like one that was about like stockbrokers or something that came out recently, or like people who were like buying stocks and stuff. But that's not what he does at all. So it's
know.
just like he like works in
Really?
mortgages. Like it's like
It might have to be kind of derivative because we're working with
Yeah.
a small pool of
But yeah,
stuff.
but like maybe he can like like especially if it's like an office drama. I know that he works from home now, but he can be like, oh, that's like definitely
that's definitely
a
what
little
I was
like
like.
setup of.
I will say
the
that
offices.
every single drama I've ever seen that featured a graphic designer having to deal with a client has been the most accurate thing I have ever seen in my life. Because in almost every show that has one, the clients are stupid, don't know what they want, and just love the ugliest shit. And that is accurate to real life.
But that it really
So-
could be a cool spotlight thing that we do because like you could do that and Jesse like there's at least one show with a prop person. I feel like there was one.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
the robot one.
That's right.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Absolute Boyfriend.
Yes.
Yeah, the Korean remake of
So,
Absolute Boyfriend had.
We'll put that in our cat.
Yeah, listen, if that sounds like a fun idea, you should tell us on our Discord episode
And then
suggestions
Amanda
channel.
could look at like archaeology museum stuff or whatever.
That's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
I was gonna say I'd struggle a bit to get my husband to sit down and he's an engineer, so it's basically just Thai BL for him.
Engineering school anything
Is
like
this accurate to engineering school in your was everyone really gay in engineering school? Please tell us.
Like, I mean, I don't know if it's gay or not, but like it was all dudes, like, you know. You see the picture of like the first year and there's like 300 kids and like 2 of them are women.
Yeah.
And you're like, nice.
2 of them are women and 2 of them aren't white.
No,
Voila.
most of probably more like half. There's
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
that
two-
would actually be kind of fun. You know, my degree is actually in theology. Send me these priest
Island.
priest dramas. I can give you the goods. It's oh.
Okay, more predictions.
Mhm.
Oh, I've got a good one.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's happening. Like it was The Creep, and I think it's officially. I think Disney is officially eyeing this next year as their push for the U.S. market because they've been moving over so much stuff to Hulu now,
Yeah.
and some of the newer stuff is being guaranteed on Hulu as the new thing, as opposed to like
Ooh.
before.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is the year that they are going to start like letting the U.S. have
Let
some.
people have things. Still waiting for
So
rookie
you're saying
cops.
Or North
Disney,
America.
Disney releasing the stuff to Hulu?
Yeah.
What you're saying?
Yes.
You know, ironically, because on my top one on wishes, looking forward a little, is that
That's your
Disney will release things on time
yeah.
instead of like edging us with the promise of these dramas and us
because, I mean,
never delivering.
They started with Brid, and then they started to move over some of their other stuff, and now they're like putting stuff that's like
currently
pretty
airing.
much current.
Yeah.
And it's been like gradually getting faster. And then I saw someone post about something the other day where it's a new show that's coming up next season that has been said that Hulu's gonna have it. So
maybe they saw all of our tweets.
They
Us being like, Disney, the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing?
You take our money and you give us nothing. We don't need another Star Wars show. We need our Asian dramas.
They see all the tweets where people are just like going to like non-Disney sites and like,
listen,
oh,
Andor's great, but you know what else is great? Stagix. Come on.
Give us Blackheart.
Natalia, have you checked recently for Rookie Cup? Because Just Watch has it listed as being on Disney Plus for Canadian.
I haven't checked in like 3 days. So.
And I thought I had seen it when I was looking up. When I was looking at stuff, I thought I saw it.
I just
I don't have
DisneyPlus.com. It wasn't like the last time I like opened the app, but which I don't know when that was. But
well, I mean, you also have to check, right? Because like that Love All play that I'm watching is like
there.
has like its Korean name, right? So like
they've done it. Finally, my Kang Daniel cop.
Your prediction is correct.
Hallelujah. Did you hear that, Daniel? You would be soon.
He's just like in the back, like just his one eye.
Yeah, for anyone who's unfamiliar, I have a giant poster of Kang Daniel behind me at all times. So it was very exciting. Good times. Good times. My prediction in my own personal life is I'm probably gonna keep watching a crap ton of dramas at an unrealistic rate. Hey yo, who could have seen that
like,
coming?
I'm gonna guarantee that this prediction is gonna happen.
Like, this is a self-fulfilling prophecy right now. Like, I'm going to watch an ungodly amount of dramas that will stun most people at the breadth and
quality.
Oh, quality. Don't even get me started. The worse, the better. I can watch anything. I'm like one of those like people who can eat anything, but my eyeballs, they can witness anything and just be like, this is fine.
But I do think us highlighting your dropped list at some point would be an interesting thing to visit.
Yeah, to
drama's
see.
So bad.
We should do like just a full episode on that.
Yeah,
just Natalia's dropped list. Like
and
which
we can,
which 12 dramas too much were too much for Natalia. It's literally only 12 dramas.
That could be a challenge. We'll just put Natalia's and tell us how far you got. How far did you make it?
That's almost what I was thinking.
One of them is 50 episodes long, and I watched 32 episodes and dropped it.
That's impressive for you.
I know.
Because, like, you usually don't. You're like, yeah, I'm here, so might as well go.
Yeah.
Though, also, we have to be... I wonder if there might be a few more, since you say that in the past you didn't keep up with your MDL all that much.
Like, these range from 2011 to 2021. So, I can't think of any more that I have dropped.
But it would
officially said we're done here.
As you were saying, Amanda, it probably would be for that if we do an episode like that. It'd be funny if we knew the list ahead of time, and the other three Noonas played the game of we each take one and see how far we can make it.
There's some real bad ones on here, guys.
Like looking at the list, she's like, I'm tapping out at the title. Like I just
like there's some real
winners.
I will give
real questionable shit on here. Like some of them's really obvious. Like one of them I was actually enjoying, but then I found out that the lead actor was the lead actor.
That's all.
And so I was like, peace.
There's like the drop, and then there's like legit drop.
Yeah. And some of them I know that other people on this podcasts have dropped.
When I say the blacklist, I'm not referencing an actual show named the blacklist. I'm actually just meaning no man's land. We don't typically go there.
Yeah.
Like, let's just say, like, if I've dropped a show, you know that it is something.
But also, you would need to make a secondary list of shows that you actually wish you would have dropped, because there are some of those.
Oh yeah.
There are some, for instance, dare I say, Airs. Dare I say Airs? It's an example.
It is very true.
That you wish you wouldn't have
there
spent
are some.
as much time as you have watching.
You know
that.
what? I'm gonna make a little note to myself. Make a list of finished dramas I hated.
Because I will say, for the listeners that aren't like super well acquainted, Natalia is a chronically easily impressed watcher, which is totally fine, and that means that she's easily entertained, and that's marvelous. But if she really didn't dig something, that's saying something. That's why it's an entertaining discussion, because it's a short list.
Yeah.
It's a very short list.
It's a very attainable list.
Right. That's why we're talking. That's why it would be entertaining to discuss. It's not like this is a long, huge thing.
No.
But
not like me, where this year my completed dramas and my dropped dramas are almost the same amount. Like, I just was like, nope, out, no,
but
out. Like,
I will say, from when we started this podcast, I think Natalia's dropped at that point was like 2. So she has tried.
Yeah, I think she's grown.
I have. I have. Listen, I've gotten better. And there,
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes.
We helped you.
Like, you know, I've been trying, and I'll just continue to keep going, I guess.
Are you gonna rededicate your life?
Like, no, I like my garbage.
That's great. We promote garbage here. It's fine.
I like it. Listen, some of it's fun garbage. And isn't that all that matters?
That is it.
Then that is all that matters.
True, though. As long as you're having a good time, then, you know, watch what you want, man. And don't let naysayers on the social medias or anything who are just hating on dramas because it's popular to hate on dramas. Don't let them deter you from watching your garbage dramas.
And if
one man's trash is my treasure.
And if someone, so like if you're like, hey, I dig this drama, and someone's like, well, and then they start hating on it,
then be like, well, that's a you problem.
That is a them problem. Know that has nothing to do with you, and that's all their problem.
Exactly.
And feel free to block them. Like today, I blocked somebody because they said that Buster Keaton wasn't all that impressive, and they didn't care to know. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna block you. Like,
okay, that seems like a you problem. Yeah.
It was the weirdest thing. This guy like put up a thing about like he put up Tom Cruise versus Jackie Chan, who's the greatest stunt actor.
Okay. Like, okay, like, you know what? I understand from both angles. All right, like,
but like, he got a lot of people coming in and going, you know who's the greatest stunt actor? Buster Keaton, and you know, here's why, and showing gifs and stuff. And he's like, I don't care. And nobody who follows me knows who that is, and nobody wants to know, and nobody cares. And I was like, okay, you know, I don't need that negativity in my life.
Buster Keaton and Harold Lloyd. If we want to talk about like back when they scaled buildings without wires and like, yeah,
like, let's not play these games. Okay.
As far as should they have done those things? No. Did they do those things? Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll throw out a quick prediction for me. I won't keep it all that serious. I did have a rough couple of years the past while to where my drama watching, I wouldn't say suffered, but I couldn't focus as much on fun entertainment for like the first entire springs of things, like, because I was going through.
Mhm.
So I do think that my drama watching, as my stuff is kind of rebalanced out a little bit at the moment, my prediction is that my numbers will go back up this year. That's prediction. It's not really a resolution because I think it's just going to naturally happen. But that's my guess for where my stuff will go. Because last year I had 40 items on my completed list. And what I mean items, that included like movies and stuff.
Mhm.
And this year was 66 items. And those are just pretty low because I know how, at the rate I went through that, it was very, very slow. So I think that I'll probably be able to recoup that a little bit.
I feel like my prediction for myself is sort of different from that. Like, not quite opposite, but like, I feel like this year I found a better balance. Like, when I first found K-dramas and all Asian dramas, I went like, whoo! And like, you know, it was like 80 dramas or whatever in a year. And this year it was more like 30 or 40, but I read a ton more. And so I feel like, and I hadn't been reading really at all for years. So I like that. I like that I've got books again, and I like that balance. So I'm predicting that I'm going to be able to maintain a balance, that I'll enjoy the things I enjoy. And like this year I dropped a lot of stuff once I wasn't enjoying it anymore. I just said, yeah, okay, bye. And didn't feel guilty about it. So like, I'm going to keep
a healthy thing to do.
dropping stuff that keep on dropping C dramas when they change into a different drama halfway through and I don't like the new drama. Like, I'm just going to go, okay, well, those 12 episodes were great, and move on with my life and read more because
you like reading.
Mm-hmm.
I just predict that hopefully we get more gay stuff. Am I right, everyone?
I think it's a good prediction.
I think it's a good prediction for I think that gay stuff's on the horizon. There's and stuff getting real gay. Like earlier, like, you know, early KBL was subtle gay. You know, it's like longing glances. Oh no, we're past that now.
Yeah, they just went.
They're just like, oh,
they like hopped over a cup steps.
They're like, oh, this is. Oh, people like this. Okay,
like this.
Like, so let me tell you some of the stuff I'm watching, and they're just gonna keep making PG-13 versions of NC-17 manhwas, and I just don't know why they think they should keep doing this. There's PG-13 manhwas you can use, but no, they're picking the nastiest stuff to make tame versions of, and I think that's probably going to continue.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yep.
It'll be interesting if I'm sure they at some juncture will start having like Korean movies. And that's a whole different critter. Like, as far as
listen, the
ratings.
Korean movies. Like, I've seen, I've seen A Frozen Flower. I've seen The King and the Clown. Like, they've been at it. You know, they're doing their thing. Yeah, I imagine that will continue. Another little mini prediction, mostly because I've seen the previews coming out of both GMN TV and Tomundi. I think I'm gonna have a good year with Thai dramas, is all I have to say. I'm gonna be enjoying myself very much this coming. There's like dramas on there that I feel like they've made just for me. Like, they said, I'm gonna think about Natalia in Montreal.
Natalia only.
And I'm gonna make her perfect drama. I've looked at her AO3 history, and I have found the perfect drama. Like, there's some stuff coming down the pipeline. Let me tell you, very excited for that.
And we will be talking about that soon.
Oh, we will.
I have a prediction about music.
Okay, hit us.
I think that because we had such a stellar year with girl groups,
we did.
Boy groups are going to be very aggressive next year. I don't think the companies are gonna allow because of the
Sexism,
misogyny
yeah.
there.
You're
Yeah.
probably
Or-
very
or,
right.
like, I think it's already starting because we already got like some major players right in January, and they're all boy groups. Not to say that I don't think that the girl groups will still kind of continue to be fairly popular, but I think there'll be an active like switch to boy groups again, just because of the nature of everything. Which, I mean, like, if you're a boy group person, then that's good because then you'll see more of your faves.
That seems like a very viable prediction.
Like, we could all just have both and have a good time.
Yeah, we could just have a mixture.
Yeah. What if?
I mean,
but that's not.
songs are only like 4 minutes long. It's not like dedicating like multiple shows. Like,
Yeah.
we can all listen to multiple songs. It's okay.
I will say, I'll throw this in here as a prediction / a wish. More like, and it's a fairly serious thing, so I'll just cover it very briefly. But just given the things that happened this year, I do hope / predict that people that are under bad contracts or bad entertainment companies or in bad situations, I hope that the fact that some people have spoken out about their stuff and have received help and support, I'm hoping that will continue in the coming year and help maybe some more people get the help that they need and be able to get the support and maybe get out of their bad situations. So I hope that things get revealed, not because I want the gossip of it. I hope that people get out of bad situations, and because of the events that have occurred so far, I hope that that's a good thing that will maybe help others in K-pop, in Korean industry, but maybe even across country borders. Like, we'll just have to see how things go with that.
I have a feeling that 2023 is going to be that year
where
it becomes even more of a thing. And hopefully that's because more voices get heard and have the strength to get heard.
Well, even this year, like when we saw groups supporting each other in these things, and I think hopefully, I hope / predict that we'll see more of that go forward, where not quite the idol union that they need, but them
but like the
unified.
Significant starts, yeah.
And even where sometimes in everything you get those older people who go, well, I had to go through that, so it's fine that you go through, right? I want to see like the second gen idols and stuff going, no, like it sucked for us, and these kids shouldn't have to deal with that crap either. Like
that's why I think it's helpful. I think it's helpful that Lee Seung-gi doing his thing, because of how he straddles both, both entertainment sides essentially.
I think in a weird way, also these groups, the older groups coming back, like Kara and stuff, also do that, because then they have these groups that are coming up back that have been in the industry forever, and now those people just don't care. They're at the point they've been at, they will say anything, and they're now within like behind doors with the younger idols and can really sit them down and be like, hey, like when before that wasn't happening, because you wouldn't have like Kara and a 4th gen in the same music like concert, and I think that is also helping.
Yeah, definitely.
Enough is enough.
Well, I think even if we just logistically know the few instances of like siblings across groups, or even across kind of entertainment lines too. So there's some like actor siblings that have like an idol sibling or whatever. Which, the Hallyu Wave was a little bit more in its infancy back, 5-10 years ago. So now that there's kind of, as far as siblings, so like maybe an older sibling helping out their younger sibling and maybe kind of hedging that, like, no, that's not okay. So I just hope that all of that will continue, and that will, like, even if it's behind closed doors, we don't have to see it. I just hope that things get better for workers in general. And girl groups, how about we not kill off girl groups? Just a thought.
Like a thought.
Before they have a chance to even do anything. Yeah.
You don't even have to go to military. You could just like
You could just keep
Let
making
them-
money off of these people. It's not that
Yeah.
hard.
Oh no, they're 22. Uh-huh.
And
And I hope that like with all of these older girl groups coming back and being wildly popular, maybe people will realize, like companies, not people already realize this. Maybe companies will realize, I guess
They don't
like you
care that
don't,
they're
yeah, no
older.
one cares that they're over 22.
well, and it's
Because-
weird.
What sort of gets me is that this has always bothered me, is that I feel like these girl groups, they haven't figured out who's fans of girl groups. Because every single person I know who's a fan of a girl group is a woman or a gay man. But they're out here marketing them to like creepy older dudes. And then it's like, oh, well, when they're too old, like they won't be popular. I'm like, no, the women and the gays still love them.
Yeah, they'll keep continuing, and there's more women and gays than like the pedophiles.
Yeah, so like,
Well, like
you don't
Come
need,
on.
stop debuting 14-year-olds.
even the costuming and the choreography sometimes it's like, who do you think the audience is? Like, who do you really think is like actually standing this group / not being creepy to the group? Like, who do you?
Because
really
like I look
want
at a
the
group
money?
like a group like G Idol, for example. It's clear their company knows who their fans are. Do you know what I mean? They're like, oh, their fans are, you know, to quote Trixie Mattel, 9 or 10 gay men and a legion of young queer women who find me comforting. Like that's you know, and they're like, oh, okay, cool, we'll just keep going with that. And they're, you know, quite popular.
Well, I do feel like that generation, like it seems like the newer girl, like they kind of have seen,
They've figured it
into
out
a little bit better.
Yeah.
But
like, my
They've
God.
also realized it's more fun, and you can see it, and so they're like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna play to them because it's so much more fun,
Right.
and it's like a nicer experience for all of us, and I still get to do my craft.
You know, every time like there's a girl group who does like a comeback in like suits, and all of like the female fans go fucking feral, and they're just like, oh, hamina, and it's just like, figure it out, companies. Figure it out. Like this is what we want.
Like Dreamcatcher doesn't mess around. Like they'll do something, they'll be like, oh, there was a good response. We're gonna do that again. Like,
yeah.
Like,
put that on the back burner, bring it out again.
And what's weird to me is that if you watch like Korean dramas and stuff, you see that like it's not as if in Korea, as far as we can tell from what we're seeing in dramas, people aren't like, girls aren't getting married in their 20s and like they're not getting married until their 30s. They're not having babies until they're in their 30s because they can't financially and stuff.
yeah.
So like saying, oh, well, we have to like make the girls retire before they're 25 so that they can get married and have babies or whatever, it's like nonsense. Like, you can keep singing, like, but I mean, maybe not when you're pregnant because the kid is like kicking you in the lungs and it sucks. But like, you know, after that,
So shoot,
But
a
these
project
are
group,
so
a
big.
project group of like pregnant idols. Go for it. Like,
Okay, that would be
So great.
fucking hilarious.
But like, really, like in all honesty, if like a member of Twice got pregnant, I'm not saying that it's happening, but like, you know, if that happened, it's not gonna hurt the group if she's not there for a couple of months and they come back.
right?
Like they have enough people.
I mean, why are you making all these groups with 12 and 15 people in them if not so that you can,
for these contingencies,
you know,
and, like the comebacks are already like so like many months, and they're gonna come. But it's not like
it's stupid. It's so stupid.
They were training really hard before they got pregnant. They'll be able to train really hard after. Like that's it's different if like you take someone who's never been doing stuff and then they get pregnant and then you're like, hey, be an idol. That would be different because but like it's not like your body like won't be able to do it at all. But then also
unlike what our idol
other
manager
stuff.
game says.
Oh my god, fucking idol manager.
I have
Predictions.
about the Idol Manager.
We're not gonna go bankrupt in Idol Manager on our live streams. And if you're not watching our Idol Manager live streams, you should come
I have
join
a major
the fun.
prediction that you will get an award that's not just like the favorite
the
company,
best
whatever it is, like the
company.
nicest
Hey,
company.
listen, last episode we hit top 5.
Yeah.
Really?
So
So maybe
Sorry, I missed
maybe
it.
there's a possibility by the end of the year, top 1.
Oh,
and we'll finally beat those goddamn
Oh.
business fairs. Okay, if someone listening to this is not coming and enjoying our monthly Idol Manager live stream, Sky and I play this girl group management game. It's very questionable, but we try to play it in a wholesome way that it was never meant to be played. And we
also, despite having played X amount of hours of it, we still don't know what
we
we're
know
doing.
nothing. We're idiots. We're really bad at this game. We are hanging on by our fingernails.
They probably could do stuff, like there's probably actually like legitimately something that they could do to get number 1.
But we don't know what it
Nobody
is. We
knows.
have no idea what it is. So we're
It's not
just
like
doing
it's a
our
luck of
best.
the draw. It's just an actual like do this and this.
Yeah, we're doing our best. But you should definitely come hang out with us on our live streams on YouTube to come become a fan of our idol group, the Party Llamas. We have an official light stick now. Well, not in the game, but just in my heart. It's good times. It's good times.
Make it a pin.
We should. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, listen. New prediction: Party Llamas merch coming soon
Well, don't we already have like
for all 5 fans.
don't we already have
Llamas.
party llamas? Like you drew a party llama. didn't
We
you?
do have a Party Llamas like tote bag.
Yeah.
But it was unrelated to the Party
Right.
Llamas.
That's right.
It was a reference
because
to
of
the OG Party Llama of infamy during
The
What was,
the
like,
2020 party
lockdown.
llama.
Holiday or something.
Yes, during the 2020 lockdowns in Korea, there was someone who had a llama who would take this llama in like a
Into
party
birthday.
hat.
And there was
to,
this
like-
big scandal about
Yeah.
it because they went to a party that there's a lot of idols and the idols shouldn't have been together because it's COVID.
Because of COVID, and there was a llama there, and we were all like, I need more info about this party llama, which is how this all began. All of this nonsense, the party llamas all started from the party llama.
Oh.
Perfect.
So are we wrapping up predictions? Or are we on to
Yeah,
resolutions
let's
now?
move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on. What do we have any wishes for 2023?
I wish that will not occur, but my wish: no NFTs.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't care. I
Stop
will
it with this
continue that to
nonsense.
be a wish, no matter what.
Mhm.
Freaking get out of here!
We're
with your
anti-NFT here. Get out of here, crypto bros who are definitely
Yes.
listening to this.
Stop shoving them
You're not
into
wanted.
like
Stop it.
into album packages. Like if we're buying an album, we want
Yeah.
the album. If we're buying a
Not that
digital
fucking
album,
NFT.
we want the digital album. Don't be bundling it with NFTs
Mhm.
that we didn't
No.
freaking ask for.
Don't make us buy stuff we don't want. Like, don't.
Yeah.
No,
Mhm.
no. I want your album. I don't want your nonsense.
If you want to buy an NFT, that's your business. It's a foolish decision, I think, but it's your business. Stop telling the rest of us about it. We don't care. We don't want to know about
Well,
it.
and stop snookering
Move on.
idols into having to hawk this stuff that like
Yeah.
them on a personal level probably could
It's a
care
scam.
less, but like
It's a
the
fucking
entertainment companies are forcing them because they're in bed with whoever to make whatever money, and
Mhm.
it is all a scam, and it might as well just
Mm-hmm.
anyway. So
Yep.
no NFTs.
Mhm.
That's my
Amen.
wish. I don't care. That's not going to come true. I'm going to keep pushing that.
Put it out.
I would like the amount of legally available J dramas to increase.
Yes.
Woo!
This is our
I
wish
think this
every
is like
year.
an every year.
Every year we I wish we could watch more J dramas.
One of these days.
They keep on adding.
happen.
So
Yeah, so we're just
Someone's
we have,
listening.
listen. We have to keep this wish on going so that
Mhm.
people don't think that we've
So
given up.
when
on
you
this.
say a J drama on Netflix, watch it. Dag
Yes.
nabbit.
Mhm.
Support that.
Mhm.
yes,
Or at least, like,
conveying.
Put it
Interact
into
with
your
it.
watch list at the very least.
push
Like,
the little thumb.
yeah, tweet
Yeah,
about
give
it.
us
You know,
thumbs
hashtag.
up.
Well, if Twitter's still a thing, hashtag it. You know.
We haven't even talked
new
about-
wish. New wish. I would like him to abide by the poll that he said he would abide by. That would be fantastic.
New wish. I would
God.
like
That'd be great.
throughout the year for Twitter to still exist in
I
its
know.
somewhat current incarnation. Just because, okay, for the
It's gonna be a
record,
strong wish.
in case you don't know, because I know that we have listeners that maybe aren't on Twitter, and we're not going to like review all the Twitter. That's not a thing. All I'm going to say is, we as a friend group, we found each other on Twitter. So that's why we talk about it a lot. That is where we met each other and started our podcast and stuff like that. So that's why it's so
Our
important
home
to
right
us,
now.
and that is our online home. So that's why we sure would like to stay there if we can.
Just would really love for the muskrat to like get bored and move on to something new.
To get tired of people just booing him constantly, because I don't think his ego can take it.
Yeah.
No.
On that note, I just want people in drama Twitter just be chill, man. That's my wish. Just fucking chill out. Just
Chill.
it ain't nothing's that deep. Okay?
Yeah,
Just, you
it's
can,
not-
it's funny how
we're not
that's the
saving lives
yearly
here.
thing we talk about too.
Yeah. Like I just like you to all chill.
Talk about the things you like. There you go. Just talk about the things you like, everybody.
And here's just a thought, okay? If someone's tweeting about something they like, and you personally don't like it, but nothing they're saying is hurting anyone,
Yeah.
they're just talking about something, just, fucking move on.
Maybe
You don't have to interact.
read the room,
Just
like-
go. Just
And
go.
you know what? If you don't
it's
like
one
it,
thing to not
block,
like something.
mute.
Yeah, just move on. It's okay.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
fine to talk
move
about
on.
it, but like if it's because just solely so you can be like, well, you're wrong, which happens to be most of the time when people say things, which is people aren't picking up that's what they're doing. Like, just read the room. Like there's no reason to.
Most TV shows, they're not that deep. Like, there's no
They're not supposed to be.
a lovely
at
wish.
all.
I wish that people would also stop assigning morality to fictional
Mhm.
narratives. So, like,
Yep.
if you watch a show about a serial killer, it doesn't mean a fictional serial killer. It doesn't mean you support serial killers. Stop pretending that there's somehow an intrinsic link between what people are watching and their own personal values. Because there ain't, okay?
Yeah,
Otherwise,
aside
stop.
from normalizing helping each other out to not watch problematic actors that have actually done legitimately awful, horrific things, we should normalize that. Or it's okay if you know that your buddy does have a trigger. Let them know, like, if, like, hey, like, for instance, Amanda doesn't like child danger. If I run into something that, like, hey, child danger, like, be aware that if this kind of seems like a show you would maybe dig. But, like, I would say, like, hey, there's this thing. Be careful about that. Like,
like, recently I was watching the show Blind, and it does have, like, child endangerment in it, and I was like, Amanda, you can skip it.
And I appreciate that. I like when my mutuals throw up a little, danger Will Robinson and like, let me know. Just, hey, you're about to walk into something you maybe, I've done that for people, like, and not, but especially if it's someone you're close enough with, like, you can go to them in private.
Right.
You don't need like slam them on the timeline and go, I can't believe you're watching this because that. Like, go in and say, hey, I saw you're starting this. I just thought you personally might want to know XYZ. Oh, okay. And like, you can look it up yourself. You can make your own judgment calls about this. I just wanted you to know. And then they're like, oh, okay, cool. Thanks. I will look that up and decide for myself. Because we're grown-ups. Friends with grown-ups. And
right.
we get
So aside
decisions.
from these important discussions that we should be having and we should normalize, and this should be like a cool thing that we should support each other in, let people watch whatever the crap they want to watch. Like, do not harsh the vibe. Do not mess up somebody's party. If they are digging something and if you don't think it's of quote unquote the quality that you think it should be, too fucking bad.
Well, that's like your
you don't have
opinion,
to
man.
on everything.
Like, it's, and you don't have to put people down for watching something.
But you don't have to respond to everything. You don't have to like purposely go and be like, well, hey, I hated this.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's just like everybody needs to be a little bit more.
If somebody
like,
is tweeting and saying, hey, I'm thinking about starting this, friends, what did you think of it? You're free to.
There you go. You've been
answer
invited.
the question. You've been invited to say, I was not fond of this. But like,
if I'm scrolling the timeline and I see someone talking about how much they love Airs, I'm not sliding into their DMs and being like, fuck Airs and fuck you for watching it. Because I don't actually care. You can like Airs. I just don't. It's my number 0 show.
There just needs to be like more care and like thoughtfulness of the other person when you're interacting with them. And we see this a lot. Like, this is a little thing, but I think this is like what it's like starts as and then kind of snowballs into. When someone asks for recommendations and you knowing what type of things that person likes, you decide, I don't care. I'm going to only give them suggestions for things I personally loved.
Yeah.
I just had that today.
Yeah, like, it just, like, it's one thing if you don't know the person at all and they kind of gave you this thing, like, you didn't know the person, but like if you actually know the person and then you're like, oh, you should try this because it's my favorite thing, and knowing full well that it's not their type of thing. Like, if someone asks for you like a recommendation, be genuine with them and be like, oh, you know what, I think you would really like this.
If you're asking for recommendations, be specific. So if you say, if you're like,
what should I watch?
I would like to watch something of this genre. I liked this show. Any suggestions? Perfect. Look, I've given you a format right here.
The alternative is that like someone asks that general thing and then you kind of don't know, so you kind of have to be vague about things, and then they're like, well, I don't like the and
you're like, well, then you should have started out with this. It's like, if you really want to watch like a crime thriller, be like, I would like to watch a crime show. I really liked Vincenzo. Does anyone have any suggestions that are similar to that? That's the format. Easy. You can get help this
and
way.
you can get help from strangers very easily that way.
People
it doesn't
love
have
to tell you what they like.
They do, and you like the same thing that they like. It's like better because then you have like a shared interest. And
there's even, and for the record, there's even sometimes it's appropriate to bring up to people, like there's somebody that I follow. They're not in the Asian drama side of Twitter, but they were talking about Heartstopper and how much they were just like really thinking about Heartstopper and really enjoyed it. And so I was like, and they're this nice person. So I was like, hey, just in case you're ever just in case you ever want to go college age Korea, semantic error is an option for you. Like, because there were just certain things that they were mentioning about Heartstopper that were similar to semantic error. So I was trying to like, you can bring it up even to buddies like that if the themes or whatever.
But don't just be throwing things willy-nilly.
You can always, like we said earlier, always give a trigger warning to.
Any other wishes?
I do have a wish because I want to put it out. Because,
put it out into the world.
Yes,
we do this sometimes.
This podcast. I want a 2 p.m. comeback this year. And because a girl can dream and dream big and dream
hard, baby.
Dream hard. I want a tour.
Ooh.
That won't happen, but I want it.
But I want it.
Live that dream, okay?
Yeah.
Live that dream.
I would wish that Netflix would stop cutting stuff into seasons that it doesn't have seasons. Like,
it won't.
But it would be nice. You know, just like some of these things, like Alchemy of Souls, like there's kind of a cut point. Okay, fair enough. Sometimes
I think
they literally have their wishes.
What?
I think it made a lot of. It was, just for the record, this doesn't spoil a thing. It was a 3-year jump that they took that break.
Yeah. So like there was a good end point,
right? Like it made
a very dramatic finality,
and that makes sense to me. But it sometimes they just cut it like in the middle of a conversation, and now you got to wait 3 months, and you're like, I don't understand.
It's clear they did it all as like a full thing, and then they're like, oh, now we've got to like fit it into Netflix.
Yeah,
I have 2 very specific wishes. Okay, one is that Aichi and WeTV will finally learn that when you click in to read the synopsis of a show, you don't want to start watching the episode right away. That it will let you just read the synopsis and then choose to click play. Okay, step 1. Step 2, and this will never happen, but I'm putting it out there, is that Chinese dramas will stop giving away the entire plot of the 24 episodes in the end credits.
I mean,
or in the opening credits.
Go into
or in the opening credits, just like
opening credits. It's like,
let's not do this.
Oh, okay, I know that.
Like, just make some vague, pretty.
Yeah.
Like, just go on vibes, not on plot. That's what the opening credits. Yeah.
I like
that.
Look,
I know China. You got the whole thing with Taiwan, but maybe look at how Taiwan does their opening credits, because like they do a good opening credit.
We don't need to get. We're not going to get serious about this, but I was just curious. Have you guys noticed less Taiwanese shows in general coming out, or is that just am I just like totally oblivious?
Well, I don't think it's less coming out. I think there's just less being licensed internationally.
Okay, well, as far as
recently.
like for us to watch on our
for us.
platforms that we typically see things on.
I definitely
Unless
because
it's
like Netflix used to
is it
have
on
tons
IG?
of them, and
there are some on IG, but
Okay.
they're not too many.
Okay.
So I'll put that out there. It'd be nice
feel
to
like
see more
Vicky
Taiwanese,
also.
but I don't know.
Yeah, because we do like a good Taiwanese drama up in here.
for sure. I would
Yeah.
like to see, since I've been starting to watch some K-dramas and things on Amazon Prime, what I would love is if Amazon Prime Video had a setting where it was original language. They don't. So if you choose Korean for the K-drama you're watching, then when you go over to watch like your BBC,
It'll switch
like
it to
British,
Korean.
you're going to listen to it in Korean. And you're like, no, this I would like to hear the British accent. And then you go over to watch the Italian movie, and the Italian movie is in English, and you change it over to Italian, but then the next time you go into your K-drama, it's in Italian. Like,
no, I when I started watching Connect, it did that thing where it starts in English, but like there's but there's like no talking for like the first minute. Right? It's all just vibes. No. And then when like you hear the first line, I was like, oh, maybe there's just like, maybe this is taking place like not it because like you're just in, you don't know the setting yet, like you're very new. And then I realized, oh no, this is this is wrong. And I'm just like, this isn't right.
It's getting very frustrating to like watch all these different things and be like, oh yeah, okay, I gotta go in and change the settings on this specific like. Or just make it for that drama, but like, oh, good golly.
Ooh, I've got another wish that I think all of us can get behind.
GLs?
More lesbians. More lesbians!
Yes.
Like lesbians. Lesbians.
So I'm going to spin off that. By representation. And I'm not sure that they're to this point in things, but like I wrote out a tweet about a week or two ago, but instead of tweeting it, I kept it for today.
Yeah.
May there come a day when a rom-com drama is marketed to have a love triangle, but the show concludes with a throuple. I would love to see it.
Because there has been a good few where you're just like, no, like they would. I mean, Jealousy Incarnate. That was a throuple show, if there ever was a throuple show in Korea. Like,
I always think back to like the American movie This Means War, where it's like she was literally dating both of them, and I'm like, but they're best friends. Like we can make this. We can make this happen, fellas. Like we can make this work. Like we don't need to do this. We don't need to play these games. It's fine. Polyamory's a thing. Don't worry about it. Like just throuple, baby. Yeah. Look to Thailand. I feel like Thailand's going to be on the forefront of the throuple.
Probably within a BL type setting. But I'm just saying, like, because there have been a couple of love triangles, like, even this year. So even, I'm sorry, and I'm not done with Love and Contract yet, but Love and Contract could have freaking been a throuple. I don't freaking care.
I just need to point out that I realized that I did watch a show that had a throuple in it, and it was a Thai show. And it was Unforgotten Night, my pick for the worst show that I watched last year, but also the best show that I watched last year. It did have a absurd throuple moment, so but oh my god, that show. Oh, I want more shows like that. That's my wish.
Especially like maybe Japan. I don't know. I just feel like somewhere should like, start with a triangle and just like shrug and just be like, okay, let's just keep the triangle going. Like totally fine.
You know what would make everyone in this triangle happy? If you were all in love together. Bisexual throuple.
Yes.
Perfect.
Well,
listen, we've solved entertainment right now.
Because that is like I can't think of a specific show this year, but sometimes it is. Sometimes the lead male will become like BFFs with like the second dude, and it's like, okay, guys, okay.
I'm just saying we could have more. Three can be free. Okay, 3 will be free. We could have more. Which, if you haven't watched that show, you should go watch it. It's on GMMTV's YouTube channel, and it also has a throuple. Guys, we could be winning. It has a bisexual throuple. It has everything you've ever wanted. It has crime.
2023 could be our
This
year.
could be our year.
Do it.
Ugh. We could perfect entertainment this year. Okay, we're
Or
looking at
even
you,
if
Thailand.
it was just simply, it doesn't even really like. It doesn't even have to be a throuple. Just polyamory in general. Just like she can date whoever she wants. Like it's okay. Like, this is.
Listen, I've read enough very specific romance novels to know that there is a market for this sort of love tale, shall we say.
Well, and
in
I will
every
say,
country.
I don't
everyone
necessarily
loves
need
it.
it to be a NC-17 type of situation. I
No,
mean, in
no,
like
it can,
straight up rom-com. No, we're all cool. Like we're totally fine.
like if it is NC-17, go nuts with that as well. You know, we don't
It
care
also
about
doesn't
ratings,
have to.
but like if you just want to have like a fluffy throuple,
I
hell
mean,
yeah.
You can do either.
especially in a high school setting, to have a very non-sexual, very fluffy, a situation where the girl goes, I'm 16 and I don't really need to like choose a mate. I'm just going to date both of
Also,
you.
a great
right?
way
Like,
to
okay.
include some ace rep.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
more ace rep because there was little bits like in Run On. More, please. Demisexual rep.
Ooh, we'd love more trans rep. We'd love more non-binary rep. We want it all. We want it all. Okay, non-traditional representation.
Yeah,
and not just necessarily
Stop being
like
boring.
within a subsection of just like when I say BL, I'm meaning very specifically like quote unquote BL tropey BL. Like it'd be nice if it was
just in the dramas.
Yes, just in there.
Like you can start small. Maybe it's like the side character. That's fine. Everything builds upon it, but something. All right, ladies. Any more wishes before we go to our personal resolutions for the year?
Oh gosh,
I'm gonna reemphasize the GLs thing because I didn't mean to like.
Yeah, we want lesbians.
GLs.
Lesbians.
It again, just like with the J dramas. If you see a GL, even if you're not like way into it, like just watch. Just
put it on.
Interact with it on some level at least, please.
Leave a comment. Leave a like if it's on YouTube. You know how it be. Add it to your watch list. Just something. So, who wants to start with some of their resolutions?
I can.
All right, Sky, go.
I've been putting myself on blast. So, at the moment, I have, and I have not whittled it down. I kept that for later. So, 153 dramas on my on hold list, on my drama list. So, my resolution is to I will need to declutter that a bit first. But there really are ones that I do want to pick up very soon and finish. Some of them I'm very close to finish. It's like Love and Contract. I have 6 episodes left. I do want to finish it sometime. Like as an example, there are a lot that because since I was in a holding pattern of I wasn't watching a ton, I would start a lot of stuff that I haven't finished, and I really do need to finish some things. But on that front, I did glance at my dropped list, and there are a couple on there that I think I didn't mean to put on my drop list either. So I really need to kind of go through all of my choices, essentially, and kind of redo some of my stuff. And really take a good look at it. I did spend a few hours yesterday making some customized lists, but I even have, over the past couple of years, I've made a variety of ones that I had on hold that I needed to finish. So I have like 3 versions of that. I at least privated them now so I don't look like an absolute fool to everybody else. Thank you. Because I was starting to make a new one like that, and I was like, okay, this is getting out of hand. Like, it's kind of stressing me out, and I don't want to be stressed out right now. So, and it's all supposed to be fun. But anyway, I say all that to say, of that 153 dramas on my on hold list, I know that that's not realistically stuff that I'll actually want to finish. But I know that even from just this year, when I was trying to watch some stuff, it's probably around 20-ish that, like, I just didn't finish. So, like, for instance, Tale of the Nine-Tailed, the fact that I haven't finished that drives me bonkers. Like, that is a show that I should already have finished. So, Run On! I am so close to finishing Run On. I just haven't. So, I will be finishing these, but my resolution is really to kind of put a cap on a lot of that stuff. And I had actually written down my resolution: finish dramas. No, really, like I really just need to finish that. But now that I'm having a little bit more time, and freedom of brain, I should be able to. So we'll see. Especially in the winter helps. Winter helps.
Along those lines, I am going to actually finish watching White Christmas this year. I keep meaning to, and then I get distracted and I watch something else. But
not even that long.
Cocoa, and I have a Cocoa subscription, so like there is no excuse. It's not like, you know, initially it was like, oh, I put it on pause and I never got back to it, and then Drama Fever died, and then right, you know, like, or whatever. It's just like it's here. Like I can watch it. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to finish it because I want to. So. I want to get it off of this on hold list.
That's a very specific resolution.
It's been there for a very, very long time, so I'm getting get it off of there. So, but similarly, I've got a bunch of stuff on my on hold list that I'm like, oh, and I'm not ever going back to that, am I? No, I need to
just
do some weeding through there.
What about you, Jesse?
So I want to watch more dramas.
Well, you were busy.
I was busy, but also mental health sucks.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, this is depending upon if things change. Like, you can only do what my body will let me do. It acts as dramas if I'm not feeling okay. So that's why I didn't watch a lot. But I have like a lofty goal to finish 52 dramas.
Is that how many weeks is in a year?
But it's,
yes.
Yeah. And it's finished. It doesn't mean that, like, if I only have 4 episodes left, it counts as long as I finish it within that. So, because I do also want to kind of get my on hold list pared down, because it's not as long, but it is longer because I was watching a bunch of stuff when I stopped watching, and I really want to pick those up and get those cleared out and watch some of the things that I didn't watch.
Like, I'm pretty sure a resolution this year is that Jesse and I will finish Grid. I think we will finish Grid.
Episodes left.
I need to finish Grid.
It's easy. It's on Hulu now. Like, it will happen. But that's kind of my main drama goal, I guess.
I have like a few, because your girl needs help. Okay, and Sky gets props because she helped me come up with these.
I gave her ideas.
Sky helped. As we talked about last week, I don't watch many movies, so I want to watch more movies. So I've put I want to watch 1 movie a week. That seems doable.
That feels reasonable.
For my own self-preservation, another one is I would like to limit myself to 5 currently airing dramas at a time.
I will say, I'm going to defend myself. I wasn't that specific with my help with her. I was just saying, maybe talk about the whole, like, on air, you know, not watching on air or something like that. That's what I said.
So I'm going to limit myself to 5 concurrent on-air dramas. And this final one, which will help next year's retrospective episode. I am going to keep a custom list on my drama list of every drama I watch in 2023.
That is also what I'm doing, mostly because we don't know if Twitter will be around. Yes. I usually do a Twitter thread, but I'm going to be... I'll do the Twitter thread, but my drama list, I'll have that list. I even have it started. I was like, I'll like title the list and everything. It's
and then
there.
The world can see it'll be a public list, so the world can see with accuracy how little of a life I have. And there is a final thing that I will be doing, and it is something that we have come up with as a group.
Yay!
We came up with this, a little challenge that is open to everyone, and we will be putting it on our Discord. So if you go join our free to join Discord, it will be
I'm
there.
sure you'll pop up other places as well on various medias. But given the state of some of those medias, like, it will definitely be on our Discord, and
it'll be on our
website
Discord.
and everywhere else.
So we have created a little challenge situation that we have called 12 months and 12 years. So basically, there's 12 months in a year. So every month, I am going to, and everyone is free to come with, free to join in, and we'll have a good time with it, make it a community effort, to watch one drama that I haven't already seen from the past 12 years. So starting in 2011, and then 2012, and 2013, and 2014, all the way up to 2022, to finally watch one of those dramas that I always meant to watch, and then didn't for various reasons. And Jesse has suggested as an extra challenge for those who are looking for an extra challenge,
really
not me,
hardcore.
but if you want to go real hardcore, to pick a drama that premiered in the month that you're watching it in. So that's for
and especially
extra
especially as you know get closer to recent years, it'll be an easier. That'll be an easier ask, you know, because I'm pretty sure people's more recent years are longer on the what they want to watch
and accessible.
Because I'm gonna tell you now, like 2011, finding a lot of things that you're going to want to watch may be difficult. So.
Right.
But it's not impossible.
Yeah, I was like looking through. I've watched a surprise. Well, listen, I'm about to say something that will surprise no one. I've watched a surprising amount of dramas for 2011 already. Shocker. So this is a little graphic. It'll be a little graphic you can fill out, or you can like go into Photoshop and put the actual picture of the poster, whatever you want to do.
And also, alternately, it can also be a movie. So, like, that's another option of opening it up for that. Movie, mini-series, web series, drama special, one-off thing.
Whatever you want to do.
You. Like,
we're
not going to be how you wish to be
also,
challenged.
We're very not like, oh, it has to be a K-drama. Of course not. We would actually encourage it to be anything from whatever country or, any of them. It doesn't have to be themed to one, of course. Go all over the place.
We're not the fun police. You can do it however you want to do it. That's fun for you.
Yeah, you literally don't even have to have them all Asian dramas if you don't want.
Yeah.
I mean, it's our theme, but like
we're just having a good time here. Okay, so we want you to have a good time. So that will be available as you're listening to this now.
You can use these. So like, how we talked about some of our resolutions, like Jesse and I are talking about, like, our on hold list is kind of long. We kind of want to. Guess what? I can easily slap a couple of ones from my on hold list onto here and have them themed to the
double duty, baby.
Yep. And this also kind of ties into another like resolution I've had with myself is that I'm going to be more present on our Discord, mostly because Twitter, but like also I've been wanting to, and I just haven't because it's a different format. It's a different format, and as someone who's not very social, like it is kind of hard to be on Discord because you kind of have to have like some level of comfortable socialness because it's not like, as contained as like I guess Twitter could be. But it's something I want, and I think these challenges and stuff will help us be more in that Discord too, and make it a fun place to be in.
Yeah.
So we're all pretty excited to keep chilling with y'all and chatting with y'all for 2023, and we hope that you're looking forward to the new year as well.
And feel free to let us know if you have any wishes or resolutions or anything like that. Like, come hit us up on Discord, or if you're not even into social media and you're like an email person, we will talk to you. Like, we're all over the place, honestly. Like, we're on Insta, we're on a lot of stuff, but Discord is it's a good place that a lot of people are on, like, so, and it's free. Come hang with us.
Yes. So anyway, we hope you enjoyed this chill, fun chat episode. We go on these fun little tangents on these episodes, but we always have a good time with our just chattery episodes. We'll be back very soon with some fun content coming.
Fun stuff.
we got some fun content coming soon, so look out for that. We got all the stuff you love and more. Anyway, we hope you have a fantastic week. If you want to listen to us in other places and you're already listening, we are on basically anywhere podcasts can be found. All of our episodes are also on our YouTube channel, which you should go subscribe to so you get a notification every time we put a new episode up. You can also comment there as well. And of course, if you just want all the links to everything we talk about, you can, and the time codes for the episodes, you can go to certifiednoonas.com, our home on the web where all of that information lives. If you want to support this podcast and join our found family on the web, you can go to patreon.com/certifiednoonas to become part of that. We love our found family. We think they're the best. A+, chef's kiss, killing it every time. And, you know, as we say, hopefully one day we won't have to say this anymore, but especially post-holidays, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of sick people, and you should care about your neighbors and your immunocompromised and disabled friends. We are everywhere, and we don't want to die, so please keep wearing a mask. Cough into your arm, you know, don't sneeze in people's faces, wash your hands, hand sanitizer, you know, it's do it for me, okay? Just think of every time you're about to leave your house to go to the grocery store, you're like, I don't need a mask. Think of Natalia.
Natalia and her lack of
my no immune system. Think of a single tear, single tear dripping down my face and going, no. Anyway, we can't. We
raspy voice.
Yeah. Please. So anyway, you know, do all that as we always do, and as always, keep enjoying Asian entertainment. Goodbye.
Bye.